Welcome, everybody. Welcome, dear friends. Welcome. Mint tea today, just so you know. Nice mint tea. Beautiful. Era buena, it's called in Spain. Beautiful. Really beautiful tea. Oh, I'm going for my teeth cleaning tomorrow. Look, I have post-its everywhere. A general teeth clean. Always nice. Keep your oral healthy. So welcome. Just wait. I'm just waiting for a few more to jump on. Just remember your thing, Mark. You've done more than enough. No more talking truth. So it's just a reminder. Oh yeah. So okay, cool. Should we begin? I think we should begin. So I just grab the top card. Okay, this is your message today. Okie dokie. Placing your trust in spirit and asking for a little help from spirit and are beautiful things to do. Let me start again because I'm crap at reading. Placing trust in spirit and asking for a little help from spirit are beautiful things to do. Your trust enables you to work together with spirit and help others in this world. You know, I've got to be honest. I don't normally ask for things from the spirit world, but I do ask for help to be able to help others. That's predominantly what I do. From that, there is a residual effect. Residual. There's an effect, an after effect. Residual. I'm going to stop. Go away. I'm going to ask you to strike that last line out as if you've never heard anything, and let me start again. Residual. Oh, that spray up there is getting worse. Everybody's now talking about it. Everybody's saying they're getting brain fog. They're getting weird. Yes. Heavier and heavier, more and more toxic. For sure it is. Have you had your herbs today? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, cilantro, but there's so many other things you can use which will help. I should have put my oil on to start with, I think. So this card, for me, I think what I got from this when helping clients is there's nothing wrong with asking for personal help, nothing wrong with it at all. But what I did notice is those that received more help than anybody was those that helped others. So, and I saw it even in my own, like people were saying, why don't you want anything? Mark, you know, we want it, like, I'm okay, I'm fine. My work is to give. So as a healer, I just give. And then eventually that effect, it's almost like you could say it's good karma. It's like dharma. It's the opposite in you're getting back from the universe, because I don't know, you're building brownie points up. But I never thought in my head that, you know what, I'm doing this because I know eventually I'm going to get my good karma. No, that's not how the spirit world works. So, and you might say, all I've done all my life is help others. Now, let me tell you something with that. This is going to shock you. But there's a difference between helping somebody genuinely without feeling of bad thoughts, without feeling like I'm being used and I'm doing it because I'm being used and I'm doing it anyway. No. That's not the same. So for me, I don't do business transactions when it comes to healing. don't do it. Not interested in that sense. I do it purely out of the work because I want to give and I want to learn through this work. I want to experience, I want to expand, and I want to help at the same time. So it's all experience and give. And it's lovely. It's a really beautiful universal exchange. I don't bring into my mind, oh, well, if I do this, it's like, I'll give you a great example. I've met so many people who come to me and say, I'm helping this man and it's really hard work, but he's promised me his house at the end of it. Yeah, that's not, that you should stop now and go, just go. Because the outcome is going to be pretty bad. And it always is. Never a good outcome. However, if you're helping somebody because you just help them because you know that it's good for you and you want to help genuinely and not create an absolute nightmare in your own life, but a balance so everything flows really nicely. You've got the balance of saying this is too far and you say, no, I'm sorry. No, I can't help you with all of that, but I'll do my best as best I can as long as I have the balance in my own life and I can help. So, okay, that's great. And I see that this lady's helping this gentleman and never just doing it out of love and out of kindness. And this person, no, not even a thought about anything, but just helping them, right? And they're the ones that end up coming to me saying, you'll never guess what. I'm like, go on. I've just been given a whole lump sum of money or a house. And like, okay, but there's them who are doing it because they know that this person's going to die. And the back of their mind all the time, I'm doing it because, you've met them people, right? I'm doing it because I know I'm going to get, and they never do. Moral of the story is placing, I guess the first bit, it's the second bit, which makes sense to me. Your trust enables you to work together with spirit and help others in this world. My feeling about the whole of that message is that when you do good in this world, you do good for no other purpose than doing good. If you at any point think you're doing good because you're creating brownie points, let me tell you something. You're in the same category as the CEOs of Nestle, of all the big corporations called Blackwood and all BlackRock and all the other ones, Vanguard. You're no different to them because they know that that's the business transaction. Oh, we give away so much. We do so much for charity. No, you don't. You're doing it because you know your story in brownie point. That's a business transaction. That ain't out of love. That ain't out of kindness. It's not out of true generosity. So I've seen that happen so many times. So next card is your voice is not just a voice. I always like this one. Your words are not just words, and they're not. All that you are and all that you say creates a powerful vibration in this world. You carry this energy within you. It touches souls and heals many. So now we are understanding there's more and more videos out there telling us that everything is sound and vibration, energy, nothing to do with, what science tells you it is. It's all lies and manipulations. It's all about sound frequency and vibration. What I noticed, my clients used to say to me that when you speak, sometimes it's like somebody just it's like a train smashing into me. And it's not bad. It's overwhelming sometimes. So we all have that energy, and it's called truth. And when truth hits you, it can hit you like a ton of bricks. Truth can be beautiful. it can be extremely heavy, and it can be extremely euphoric. So what lies within you is sound, is frequency and energy. So this to me is bearing in mind the fact that you have the power in you to create high vibe or very low vibration. High vibration, 1,000 to 3,000, whatever it is, kilohertz, whatever they call it, sound frequency, which cures certain things, but I can't say on here. And then you've got low dense heavy metal frequency that causes more dense energy, and thus you will bring forward into you more entity and attachment. That's why when you go to a heavy metal concert, you normally find that there's a satanic element to it. It's fighting, hitting, banging, spitting, smashing, and and they're getting a buzz from it. That's because of the frequency and energy. You have the ability to hit both frequencies. So remember how powerful you are, and it touches souls and heals many. So let us never forget that your voice is it's not just a voice. Train it well. Train it by listening to your soul, and let your soul speak. So the next card we have today is this one. I'm just going to see what it says. Okay, this one's Angel of Healing. So you can see the Angel of Healing. Okay, so it says, you are a true healer. Yes, you are. Any negativity that has attached to you through others will soon fall away. You are being given a powerful energy of protection, which will remain with you. All you need to do is to believe in us and be still today. Rest and allow us to heal, to help heal you. Sometimes it is the healer that needs a little healing too. Nice message today. I think I'm going to sit with that one myself. I've done a lot this last month. I've done a lot of work. And you've got to be as comfortable in the moments where you rest than the moments where you're comfortable working hard. And that's very difficult for a lot of us, because we're being told, oh, you're a bum, you're lazy. That's not where work lies. That's not where all the creativity is. You've got to get up off your bum. But actually, sometimes you get the most amazing information for your future when it comes to lying still and being in stillness in that peaceful situation. So we read a tarot card by Carl Rohrig, My Tarot Cards, and this is the one. Yes, you are. You're loco. You're el loco today. All right. I don't need my glasses on to know exactly who you are and who I am. You know, they always say that being the fool is actually not the fool at all. The fool is very wise and very clever, and almost to the degree of the God energy. So, no, I don't think you're a fool at all. I think you know very much. You find the balance, you laugh, you joke, but deep within you, you know who you are. And this card relates to you today. You're a beautiful soul. You might have lost your joy or your fun and things like that, but it's always inside you. The fact that, we have to learn how to break free from the entrapment of the energy outside and all that is targeted towards us day after day, stopping us from being the adventurer, stopping us from being the one who thinks about things that are really important in life. We are targeted day after day to drown us out, to stop our thought, so that we merely just look on a black screen and be told what to think, what to feel, and what to buy, and what to all of that. It's what they're always attacking us that way. They want us to stop communicating to our higher self. Well, this card says it's time to start listening. This card, for me, tells me it's time to contemplate your life, to talk about to your consciousness and to your brain, what is it you want? I mean, I know why you're here, just like I know why I'm here. We're here to experience. Let's leave it at that. But what are we going to do with that experience? Where are we going to go? How are we going to create that experience? These are the questions that we never ask, and we should. But the reason why we don't is because we put ourselves on the back burner. We've been programmed by the slave master to say, stop thinking about yourself, or else you're a selfish, deliberately, all by design. So today, take back your thought, take back your consciousness, take back the spirit, and start to ask yourself the questions. What am I going to do with this life now? What do I want to do? And your consciousness will answer you back. But you can't unless you start exercising that. I can never build muscle unless I start to get the weights out and start practicing. You can't build that conscious connection unless you start practicing. So start today. You're no fool. Do you know what? I don't like doing it this way. I like doing it that way. At least I've tried. I like to try doing things. Next time I'm going to do it the other way. I don't know why. I just like it better that way. It's more fun. Even though I think, oh, it's the same card, but it's okay. It's meant to be the same card. Maybe we need to hear it more and more. So from tomorrow, I'm going to do it the old way. Preferred it. So just give me a number. Any numbers, 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, it doesn't matter. I'll just scan and stop on one. Just give us a number. I mean, I did say to you that it starts at like 9, but it's okay. Just give me a number. Okay, I clicked on that one. It says 13. Thank you for giving me that number. Let's see what our message is today. Number 13. So 13 right there. See it? Okay, I'm going to read it. Whatever we go through in life and however we might feel about going through our experience here on earth, we should always remember that we are the lucky ones. We are so blessed to live an earthly life. So grasp this experience with both hands, because the time we have here is just a moment. By embracing life and living it to the full with an open, kind, and forgiving heart, we can come to understand its purpose. Yes, we are blessed. Yes, we are protected. But we must never forget the golden rule, which is we are all given choices in our lives. Just as we have the choice to live in a peaceful life, we also have the choice to create conflict with others. Love is the answer, not fighting with each other. Be the best you can be and live and work in your heart. Oh, that's a nice message for all of us. It's too easy to fight, right? So easy. They make it so easy out there for us to fight, to judge, to hate. There's enough hate. There's enough people judging. Don't need us. All right, so let me click on there where it says beautiful message, Gina. Give me another number, guys. I'm going to go to this book now. Okay, I clicked on that one. So thank you so much. That's elemental flow. Okay, that's 54. Okay, 54. See what it says, 54. 54. So let's see if this means anything to us with the rest of the messages we've had today. Never spend a moment's thoughts longing for other people's gifts. Your time here is precious, and your gifts are all you need to focus on. Yes, you are gifted, dear friend. Again, another confirmation by our home world that we are gifted. We are bombarded 24 hours a day And that bombardment is to always divert you from you, always stopping you from thinking about how precious, powerful, amazing, gifted you are. That doesn't serve darkness. Darkness spends 24 hours a day trying to confuse, trying to stop you from connecting, trying to do everything it can so that you never ever ask yourself, who am I? What are my gifts? Am I really powerful? How can I expand on that power? What can I do to be more powerful and to create this beautiful energy around me and to help and to heal and to just spread kindness, caring, and love? Never get that. You'll never hear that on your black screen. You'll never hear that on mainstream media. They don't give a shit about your power. The last thing they want is for you to break free from this matrix, this prison that they've created. The only person who can break free is you and me. We have to wake up from it. We have to see that every day is a bombardment of evil, of darkness, of poison. Once you realize that, you rise above it and you become stronger than it. You don't fear it. You are stronger than the poison. If your time here is tomorrow, then that was your time. But if it is tomorrow, and you imagine to yourself, I've only got one day to live, what would you do with it? Would any of those things that you've been squabbling about, all the people who bitch about you and say things that you don't like, would they mean anything? Does it mean anything? Oh, Mark thinks he's this. Mark's horrible. Mark does this. Mark never does that. Oh. Does it mean anything now you've only got one day to live? Really? Did any of them mean anything? No, not a goddamn thing. They mean nothing. That's a shake-up. That's a wake-up. I'm not saying you've got one day to live, but I'm saying that maybe it's a good idea to start thinking that you've only got a week left. And then ask yourself, what am I going to do with that week? There lies the cleansing and clearing, the shake-up. We get so... It's almost like we're frozen in what we see. We get so fearful and so lethargic in what we watch. Then don't watch those things. There's plenty of other things for you to do. Go in the garden, switch your phone off after this. Go for a walk, let the things go and start to speak to your higher self, not your brain. Your brain will try and tell you what you're doing. Stop it. Listen to me. There is no full stop when your brain talks. There's no comma. It continues. That's what it's there for. It was created for that reason. But your consciousness was created to speak louder than your brain. Your consciousness says, now do what you're told. Be still. Your consciousness is you. What drives you? I guarantee you 99% of this world is driven by a brain which has been programmed deliberately by the darkness that knows. Evil entities, attachment, demonic knows that once you are in the brain and there is disconnect from your true consciousness, well, it can jump inside and it can take over because your consciousness is no longer in the driving seat. So today, start by being natural. Everything you need is free, that is healthy and good for you. Start to cleanse your body as it is the vehicle. Start to look after yourself. Start to be kind to yourself. But most of all, tell your mind to be still. Tell it to shut up and tell it that your only job is when I cross the road and you help me look left and right. You remind me to do the right things. Other than that, be still. You come out, you work when you're supposed to. Don't take over my life because my spirit is my driving force. Now be still, be silent, and stop telling me what I should and shouldn't think. So I wish you a lovely day from the bottom of my heart. Stay strong, be amazing. And till tomorrow, big kisses and hugs. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It was lovely. It was